set up here. I'm really hoping that the screen comes through okay. I'll pop it open on my other phone and try to make sure. It's a little bit tight here in the bleachers, but we're making do. I tried to print off myself a little bit of a roster sheet here, jotting down some numbers. We'll see if that works out. Make sure I get everything in view. I might be able to zoom in a little bit here. Just bear with me. The ZAM's still cutting, so we got plenty of time to figure it out. Let's see if I can't zoom in a little bit more and still keep everybody in frame here. It'd be better to tell you that when we're warming up. I'm just doing a quick scan here and figure out where I can stand. Let's see. Zoom out. Let's see. If we go here. Yeah, I think that'll be a good view. Anyway, as you can see, the ZAM's on. Can't show you the scoreboard though in the frame. That kind of stinks. But I'll remind you guys of the score. It's 20-minute halves. That's how they run this, kind of like a showcase format. But I'll just keep you apprised of everything. Our guys will be in green sweaters. And we are playing Northstar Elite Hockey White. I think they have two teams here. There's a black and a white team both here. Seems like Bryn is having a very good game with her new team, the Monarchs, her spring team out in Denver. They're also at a play hockey tournament, WSI and play hockey here. I partnered up, I think, a year or 2 years ago. And Bryn's also doing a playoff for the Monarchs, a new team that she's a part of. They're up 6-1 in their opening game. They're a 12U team playing up in the 14U group and seem to have this one well in hand at 6-1 with 3 minutes left. I think it was 3-0 after the first, 3-1 after the second, and now 6-1 here in the third for them so far. So coming out pretty strong in the third period, they did. All right, I got one thumbs up from somebody. Not sure what that's for, but for anybody that is joining, feel free to share this with friends and family. I'll save the video; it'll be public. Um, you want to request permission to watch it or anything like that. You can. I don't monetize or any of that junk with YouTube. I'm hardly ever doing anything on it, but if you want to subscribe to the channel, so you can get notified when I'm going to stream the games. I'll be doing all 5 of the round robin play games, as well as hopefully all the playoff games. So looking at the roster sheet, there's been a little bit of change because John Bishop couldn't be here. He was slated in to be number 6. I see a new name that's added on the roster today. I don't know if he'll be here. I think the rules are you have to play at least 2 round robin games to be eligible for the playoffs, and we're trying to find somebody, I think, to fill that spot. We've got number 2, Kago Thompson. Number 4, Maxim McCabe. Number 6 might be this new guy coming in, Jake Eli. At least I saw that name on the roster. I'll have to double check it. Number 7, Colin Kolstad. Number 8 is Cade Earhart. 9, Silas Mandeville. 10, Massimo Jorge. 11 is Walker Connor. 16, Lawson Anstedt. 17, Jackson Irvine. Number 20, Preston Walker. 22, Sean Sullivan. 24, Jonathan Woolacott. 67, Bryce Langlois. 88, Nico Salmon. And we have Mason Mayhew and Drew Otten in net. All right, final, nice win. So, 7-1, the girls are up now. This is a little bit of a spanking here in the third period for sure. And I saw Brian had, I think, the third goal was number 2 and 3 were pretty close back-to-back goals. I'm wondering how she did here. We play hockey tournaments, don't always update like game sheets and all that. So my wife just said she's pretty sure Brian had the 7th goal, but at that point, it doesn't really matter. But a strong start for that. That's pretty awesome. She'll be excited, I'm sure, as she should be. Kind of following in her older brother's footsteps, playing in these higher level tournaments in the summer now. Pretty big deal. All right, so we got 4 people on the stream. I'm also going to remind folks in the group me that I created for the team here. So, again, share it with friends and family, whoever, right? Um, you're certainly welcome to do that. So I do the streaming with my earbuds in, so I don't have to scream so loud for you to pick up my voice to try to do commentary. But it does mean that some of the background noise is not as loud for you. So the sounds of the game and things sound a little bit different, but we'll see how it goes. All right, I just put back in the group meeting. Now that there's a bunch of people joining there, the link to my YouTube so you can get on there and share that with whoever if you want to. For those that are already like dialed in, if they want to watch or share, then again, you can just share the channel or the stream for the specific one. It is public, so it works out. What's up, Ryan? Ryan, what's up? YouTube. Yeah, I put it in the group me, the link. That group me that I created, the link's in there. I don't know if you saw that, but um, what's that? Yeah, it was. But here, I'll just text you the link. Yeah, hopefully it's coming through clean. The Wi-Fi signal seemed to be stable enough, but if it ebbs and flows and something, just Like leave a comment in here or something like that. Just let me know it's breaking. I try to pull it up on my phone too, um, my other phone, so I can keep an eye on it. Oh, it looks pretty good actually. Yeah, that looks okay. All right. Anyway, let's zoom over. Make sure you can see the guys. We got Irvine and Walker here, Salmon on the left. Looks like number 31 is Drew Otten. Get my cheat sheet. That's Walker. I might start to recognize them by their skate and their stance and stuff sooner rather than later. Gotta change these earbuds for noise cancellation. The music's pretty loud in here. I can't even hear myself. So they're also playing a white and green group here. So the Northstar group has historically always been in these jerseys. Let's put teams in the WSI and other stuff every year, multiple teams. I think they're up in the Midwest somewhere, a lot of the guys that they recruit from and form the team with. So hopefully I can get this straight as I tell you what's happening here. We've got about a minute left before warm-ups conclude. As Matt takes a shot there on Mason. All right, Drew's in there now. Not sure who's going to be starting. Jonathan Wolcott, number 24 there, taking his shot. Sullivan dropping a pass to Anset. I think in terms of lines, if I remember it right, I think Bryce, Sean, and Max will be skating together. I think Walker, Silas, let me see, Walker, Silas, and Lawson will be skating together, I think. And then I think Jack, Cullen, and Jonathan will be together. So Kolstad, Irvine, Wolcott, McCabe, Langlois, Sullivan. I might have to rewrite this roster sheet in terms of the lines. That would help a lot. And then I think Anstead, Mandeville, who else did I say? McCabe will be on a line together. The D, I think they're 5 now, so they'll rotate. I don't think they'll have necessarily any pairing. But a few of these guys, even though this is a reunion team here, a few of these guys have been skating together during the season and stuff. So I think Sean ended up going over to Sioux Falls um, with Bryce and Cullen. So those guys have been on the ice together a bit. I'm not sure what their lines were, who they were all skating with, but they ended up hanging out in the same team up there. Um, and actually, that might have been it in terms of guys that were together during the year. Um, well, I take that back. Lawson and Nico skated. I mean, that's forward and D, but Lawson and Nico skated together, obviously, because they were at Nichols together. So there's another group that had quite a bit of time on the ice together, a little bit of chemistry to build and work with. Uh, let's see, I think Jonathan Wolcott was also from Nichols. He'll be with Jax, I think, and Colin. So a little bit of a shakeup there, but I'm sure those guys will figure it out in a few shifts, certainly by this game. So we'll have to see how that goes. I can put my little sheet down here and hopefully I won't need it, but maybe. Again, you guys can't see the score clock just based on where I am, but I'd rather stay zoomed in on the players than show you that. I'll just tell you how much time's left and what's going on. Again, it's 2 20-minute halves. Um, Pretty sure that's a running 20. With the exception of setting the clock on penalties, but I'm not entirely sure. Looks like everybody's going to come out here with Wolcott and Kolstad to start things off. We got Preston Walker out there with Massimo on D. Northstar's winning the face-off, tipping it forward. Irvine picks it up, tips it down, banks one off the wall, goes back behind the net. Oh, I'm getting a message here. Sorry. Let me turn that off. Stumbled up at the blue line as they scramble for it. Irvine picking some guys off. Got a couple in front of him. Tips it back down low. Stars recovered in the corner. They fan on the pass of the breakout. Have to stop and regroup a bit. A little rusty doing this, so we'll see. Wilcott from his knees chips it up for Irvine. Can't quite get to it, though. Pokes his man off with a reach. Pops in the neutral zone. Comes out. Massimo's there. He chips it up in the neutral space. Picked up by the Stars. They come in with a little bit of speed. Forced out wide. Throw it on net. Here's our first shot and save of the game at 19-16 inches. We get some fresh bodies out there. Looks like Maxim's going to take this face off. We've got, let's see, Dago's out there on D. Tips it up to Sullivan. Sullivan through the middle, gets to Max. Langlois driving through the middle. Max gets disrupted. Good hard shot coming through from Sean. Looking for the top right corner. Goalie read it, though. A good offensive rush there. And shots now reading 1-1. Ref trying to sort something out. Not sure what, but oh, apparently they had things on the wrong end based on home and away. So the goalies are switching sides as Mason takes the stroll all the way to the other side. So a quick reversal there. It's kind of funny. His face off comes up high, pops out. Now I'm getting confused trying to remember which way we're going. Sean's got it right though as he drives hard, tried to get through a couple guys, couldn't quite do it. Max comes in, separates his man. Bryce picking it up off the wall, scrambles, chips it in deep, rolls around to the corner. Their goalie settles it down. Back behind the net, they go D to D with it. Can't get rid of it fast enough, but it pops up towards the wall in a neutral space. Dago recovers it, chips to Max, backhands it in. Puck reverses, back into the corner. Stars have it. Makes a move off the half wall, comes out, gets a skate, doesn't come out clean, and then thrown in hard, but he's back behind the line. Oh, no ice on that one. They try to backhand one in front of the net. That's read well and broken up by Bryce. Max chipping it forward, getting around his guy. Bryce crashing towards the net. Can we get it through? Bryce is right there. Oh, couldn't quite get on it. Goalie got a poke before Bryce could get a good stick on that one. Mossaman with the puck, going D to D, over to Meek. Meek bumps off the wall, gets it to Cy. Boston comes in, stick lift, trying to battle over the corner. Cy comes in to help. Silas playing some high school hockey this past season, hanging out with all the juniors and seniors up in the New England area. Chatting with his dad about that last night. In some 5-point game he had with a hat trick in one of the games. Crowd going nuts, all his friends and stuff. High school hockey's a big deal up in the Massachusetts area, so pretty exciting and fun for him. All right, Stars now coming back the other way. Bunch of yellow helmets here, tied up. This looks dangerous. Hits one off the pipe. Lawson makes a move, hangs onto the puck, drops it, tips forward. Silas is there, battling hard, comes in, gets some help from Walker. One pops back down. Walker's going to get there. So there's two. This is always messing me up even during the time they were together. Preston Walker and Walker Connor. So I'm just going to have to stick with the first names or something like that. This one gets thrown all the way down for an icing and a whistle. So that was Preston Walker that settled things down on the B side and chipping it up. As Walker Connor was up here along the boards. Try to stay with first names, but it's tough to bounce around. We get some changes out here. Kago and Preston are out there. We got Jax, Jonathan, and Colin out there. That one drives hard forward. Tipped up towards the wall. Good hit by Preston. Setting his man down on the half wall. Stopped any type of clean breakout there. Stars do recover it, though. Work their way through the neutral zone. They chip it in deep. Pick it up back behind the net. Lose it. It's a bit of a scramble. Pops over. A fresh change of guy. Couldn't get the shot off. Jonathan chips it up off the glass. Can't clear it. Now it's chipped out. Comes out to Irvs. Irvs has got some room. They take. Oh, I thought they were going to take away the ice, but wasn't sure the icing rules there, but doesn't look like they're going to do a modified icing. They did in Prague a couple of years ago for WSI. As long as you got, I think, to the face-off dot first, they would call it off. Can't remember. Anyway, now Preston trying to evade his guy down into the corner. He's able to do that. Gets it over to Kago. Kago backhands it up. Red, though, broken up by the Stars. Good battle along the half wall. Pops out into the slot over to the far side. Poland's there. Backhands it there. Kago makes a spin move. Tips it up. Finds Herb on the half wall. He's got nobody to go to. Now he does. Gets it out wide to Colin. Colin throws it in deep. He's going on the forecheck. Come on. Stars able to get to it. Chip it back into neutral space. They reach center ice. Chip it in deep. This one rims all the way around. Nico's going to pick it up. Makes a good little move around his guy. Bryce now has it. He's skating forward. Drops it up to Colin. Colin trying to backhand one. That's red, broken up. Bryce gets a poke at it. But Stars regroup, coming back the other way. They work their breakout. They got a little bit of speed here. Nico's in the way. They try a toe drag. That doesn't work out. Nico puts him in the wall for it. Oh, looking for the wrap. Almost finds it on the near side. Good save by Mason. From the point, shot. Read well by Mason. Took it right in the breadbasket. No rebound. All right. So I think I'll turn this off on my phone now. It seems like my other phone anyway. It looks like this feed is pretty good. So I'll try to preserve some battery life if I can. All right. Anyway, Nico now chipping it forward. Finds it up to Max. That's a little bit behind him on a bouncing puck, but we recover in Nico's zone. Sean's got it. He recovers, backhands it. It's loose in the high slot area. Chipped in deep by Bryce. Stars able to get to it. And they work their breakout coming the other way. Bryce tracking his man down, takes a hack at it, forces him to dump it in deep. Run towards the middle, that's broken up. Sticks are all tangled. Sean's working, trying to drive this forward. He's got a guy in his way, shoves him out twice. Maxim now down in the corner, tries to help out. Star's able to get to it from the near side half wall, tip it around. Can't do it clean, but they get a second attempt. They're coming in deep here, throw it back towards the net. It's wide left, comes around to the near side. Thrown back in, settled down by Moss. Moss Mo gets it over to, who is that? Number 8, that's Cade. So that's a new one for me. It's going to be hard to remember. It's Cade Earhart, I believe his name is. I think he's a Sioux Falls guy. I'm sure. I'll have to write down where these guys are playing, too, on my roster sheet. It's an evolving process, y'all, but we'll figure it out. All right, Stars taking that face off. Can't get her out clean, though. Getting pinned down into the corner. Stylish, man. Just still just aggressive as ever. I love it. All fighting that young man. Lawson coming away with the puck from the goal line. Centers one. That gets through clean. It's tipped out open space. Mossnell's going to get there. He backhands it. Keeps it in the neutral zone. Silas picks it up. Loose change. Throws it in. Tries to get it deep. That's gloved down. Stars have it. They tip it. Zip it around in the near side. They poke it in deep. Preston's there. Reverses it for Walker. Walker trying to chip it up. Throws it towards the middle. And the Stars have it. Stars now from the corner. Throw it up to the point. The point man walks the line. Cuts back towards the wall. Drops it low. Thrown back up. They try to do it again. He walks. Shot. Finds the pipe on the far side. Backhand clear attempt. Stays in. A little bit of pressure here now. As they scramble for it up along the far side boards in front of the Stars bench. That one's batted down. Little fancy move, toe drag shot. Goalie's able to read that one as Lawson couldn't quite get a full snap on that thing. Dangerous though, point blank right in front. Jackson comes out with Cullen and Jonathan. We got Cade up here with Kago on D. Let me zoom over a little bit, show you that. Stars winning the space toss, rimming around, pops in a neutral zone, becomes a foot race. Kago's there. Couple of diving and stretching plays. Puck back behind the net now, over to the far side from the corner. They chip it through, gets through all the traffic, comes over to Irv. Irv constantly changing his sticks, going between his backup and his regular. He's back on the his new whiteout stick that he likes a lot. This one chips up. It's not quite over the head though and stays in the zone. Now it pops underneath the space. Star is able to get to it, go D to D. They chip it in, goes right to Colin's stick. Colin gets it up there in the middle. A little bump, doesn't work out. Jonathan's there, pins his man to the wall. Kago is going to help him out. Gets up towards Herbs. It gets tipped. Herbs coming in. He's got a guy on him. Cuts back up the wall. He's got two guys on him. Loses the puck. Stars coming back now. They bobble on their chip pass, and then it's thrown in deep. It's on net. Stars are going to get there. Herbs trying to put on pressure. Stars able to rim it out there. No clean tape-to-tape possessions here as puck's bouncing around quite a bit. Almost too many men. Stars reading that one pretty well. Preston now with the puck. Rims around for Nico. Or sorry, that's Massimo. There's my sheet. There's my sheet. That's not either of them. That's Cade. It's going to take me a minute, guys. All right, they're battling for it. Back behind the net. Throwing it up. Dangerous spot. It's a body. Blocks. Comes back into neutral space. The Stars recovering the puck. Throwing it loose. Oh, I thought he had the top of the net there. So the Stars putting on some offensive pressure here. Still stopping our breakout pass, chipping it back in deep. Nico's going to get there. One comes over to Massimo. Now comes back out in the neutral space. Again, Stars recover it, chip it, throw it in deep. Breakout attempt, hits a body, doesn't come out clean. And we get a whistle. 10:18 left in the first. It's reading 4-4 on the board in terms of shots. Although it's quite a bit of a flurry there and opportunities. They just didn't find their way to the net, so didn't record a shots, but a lot of offensive pressure there from the Stars in that last shift. We get some fresh bodies out here as we have a neutral zone face-off. One drops over, Northstar's winger, chips it forward. He gets taken out in the process. Preston's going to get there. Cuts, fakes, gets it over to Kago. Kago bumps off the wall. Silas gets a stick on it, gets some help from Lawson. Walker's in there. He gets tangled up with his man. Comes back, but it gets the puck. Oh, Lawson had a good chance there. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Comes up to the point, shot, deflected up over the net into the near side corner. Battle along the half wall here. Stars coming away with it. The man coming through with some speed, throwing it in. Wide left. Gets over to the far side wall where they battle for it. Now it pops in deep, back behind the goal line. Lawson comes in to help Preston. Comes over to Kago's side. Kago with the puck. Makes a couple of moves, hangs on to it. He's going to take a lane here. He's got a little bit of speed. He's got Silas in the middle. Tries to toe drag. It's poked off. Pops in a neutral space all the way down. Mason's going to get there. Bump it up. Cade now with the puck. He's got some speed here. Moving, cutting. Couple of moves. Trying to make something happen. Settles it down wisely. Nico's with him. One-timer from Nico. Loose in front. Cleared. Right back up to Cade. Cade gets poked off it. Nico's there to support. Chips it in. They're offsides. They tag up. Irvine working on some pressure. They get bumped around. Northstars now coming back the other way. Driving in hard through the crease, through the paint. Gets tangled up. Good job by the D. A shot from the point. That's loose. Broken up. Comes out. Irv's trying to poke it through a couple of guys. Can't quite do it. Gets another stick on it. Putting on a pressure that gets the puck in deep. Pins his man into the wall. Gets some help from Wolcott. It's loose in the front. Big scramble in front of the net. They're hacking. Oh, we finally get a whistle. Good pressure right there. Strong forecheck by Irvine into the corner. Wolcott coming in to support. Creates 2, 3 really good chances on rebounds. And we get some fresh bodies out here as McCabe, Sullivan, and Langlois hang out. Nico's up here with Cade. Loose stick in front. This one pops down. McCabe's going to get there. He's able to get some sticks on it, but it's a scramble. Pops over to the near side corner now. Bryce comes in to help Sean on that one, but Northstar is able to get around it. Nico breaks it up. And they tangle up. A little bit of an amateur hour there as the Stars run into each other. Bryce cuts it over to Sean. Sean with a little bit of speed. He's got Bryce up high. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Max got some moves. Oh my gosh, good chance. He just couldn't get on the forehand of the stick. Couldn't get the shot off, but it was right there. Empty net, basically. Goalie out of position. Good movement by your Carolina Eagles right on that. Let's see if we can do it again. Sean trying to chip it towards the middle. Nobody home. Stars now get it back into neutral space. Preston's going to get there. Massimo comes in to help. Massimo elects to take it back behind the net. Puts it up to Lawson. He gets a poke at it. It's batted down. Stars have it. They take it back. D to D. They fan on it. Walker's got it now. Walker from dots, tripping it forward. Oh my God, Silas almost scoring from his belly. Comes back up high. Preston getting the puck in deep. Comes around. He can't get by Walker clean though. Stars have to scramble a little bit. Good pressure there by the Eagles. But here come the Stars now. Trying to make something happen. Chip it in deep. A couple of guys go up for a chain. This one rims all the way around. Walker's going to have some room. Silas is up in the middle. Walker backhands it. Oh, good back check by the Stars. Getting there, stopping that centering pass. There's one good chip all the way down. Hands are up. And we'll get a whistle and a stoppage. And some fresh bodies will come out at 6:47 left in this opening half. Remember, it is 2 20-minute halves. It is a stop clock, though. I thought it might have been running, but it is stop clock. Shots reading 4-6 in favor of the Stars, but some good offensive pressure from both teams. And in particular, the Eagles, as of late, as Wolcott goes in to take this face off. Dad is right there with him. This one chips up, though, pops in neutral space. Cade's going to have it. He throws it out wide. He fans on it a little bit, but Colin's able to get there from his knees, trying to make it happen. It's loose in front. Oh, my gosh. Irv's trying to clean it up. Goalie came out big, just couldn't quite get it over him as Irv chases his man down and then just puts him over to the side. Mason settles it down, chips it up on the near side wall, popped into neutral space. Wolacott's there to put on some pressure. Irvs is up high. Seals him down. And then they just bury his man together. That was great. The offsides now is waved off as Irvs is there on the far side. Eagles starting to play a physical game and moving the puck a little bit. Wolcott now with the puck. Irvs is up high. Throws it down deep. Turnover, though, as it was read well by the Stars. Good job by Kago. Separates his man, but they're able to chip it in deep. Goes into the far side corner. This one pops up towards the point. Thrown back low. Kago disrupts it. From the half wall, though, Stars have it. Break it up to the far side where Irvs pokes at it. Uh-oh. A bad clear attempt there, and they get another shot on net. Can't quite clear the puck yet. Stars now battling along the half wall. Wolcott's there trying to help. Poland comes in. Kago is in the mix. It's a 3-3 battle. Stars come away with it. Take it back behind the net. They throw it in the front. It's loose. This one comes over to Irvs from Wolcott. They change it in. Oh. Yeah, no, that was definitely over the line. That was definitely over the line. Did they try to call that an icing? Oh, no way. That was over the line. I thought he reached it. Oh, well. All right, so that one comes all the way down. It is an icing. Seemed to be a little bit of a disagreement among the refs on where that puck was dumped. Stars winning the faceoff, taking it to the far side point. When they throw it low, that's broken up by Nico. Bryce from the half wall. Pops up. Stars able to get to it. Throw it in deep. Mossimo's going to get there. He hangs on to it. Looking to make something here. Puts it up. Gets it into neutral space. They battle for it right in front of you. Pops in. Sean tries the center one. It's just behind Bryce from the far side wall. Pops up towards the point. Pops out. That is broken up. Massimo chips it forward. Gets through everybody. Sean's able to poke at it, but can't quite get it out there. Massimo takes it in. They're offsides. They drop the puck, avoid the whistle. As the Stars chip one high up off the glass, it works out. Sean covering the defensive end, tangles up with his man. Bryce comes in, picks up the loose change. He takes it back behind the net, looking to set something up here. Stretches one through the middle, finds Sean. Goes right to the goalie, though. Gets a glove on it and ices that one down. We got about 4 minutes, 4:12 left in this opening half. No shots on the board for us in a bit. Still reading 4, but Stars now reading 10. So, actually, I don't know if that's right. Hold on. So they're on the home side. I'm just reading. The 10 is lined up with the home side, but up there it says it's on the guest side. So, not entirely sure. Oh, good opportunity as that one comes through. Again, the Stars running into each other, trying to work their breakout, but they get the puck in deep. They get pinned into the half wall over here on the near side. Preston tips the puck up for Walker. Walker's got to spin around, make some moves as it's in his feet. Stars coming back in the other way. They'll get forced out in the corner. Kago's there. They try to center it. That's broken up by Preston. Walker chips it out to Silas. Silas from the near side. Back to Walker. That's broken up. It's thrown in. Rims all the way around. Mason's going to settle it down. Now he's going to chip it over to Silas. Near side half wall. Silas works the breakout to Lawson. Lawson into the feet of Walker. We've got to talk a little bit more out there, but we'll figure that out. Woo! Quick little snapshot there. Finds a glove of Mason's, but floated around. Couldn't quite stay in. Puck pops back out into neutral space. Thrown back in. Preston's going to get there. Chips it up again. A little bit of back and forth here. They avoid the offsides, and the Stars now coming through. Chips one. Ooh, it's loose on that side. Oh, good job, Mace. Good job, Mace. I thought it was going to be loose there, but somehow he got it covered up, and we got a whistle. Very timely whistle. So you might notice this 2. It might be hard to see, but there's a Roman numeral 2 on the right shoulder of these very nice green Carolina Eagles jerseys. That 2 represents the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl championships, as does the color green represent the Langlois' favorite football team. So we were having a chit chat about that and a good laugh over all the thoughtful intentionality that played out into the jersey designs. Cade now chipping the puck over in the corner. Irvine's coming in, puts his man down, but we're offsides. We got to tag up. We do, but Northstar has a little bit of time and space now to make something happen. This one comes back. Cade with the puck. He's got Nico with him, and that's where it goes. Nico from the far side. He's got Irvine up front. That bounces around everybody. And icing is waved off as it puts on pressure on the goalie. This one thrown in high by Cade. Scooped up by Massimo, I think, over on the far side. And that's Massimo. That's right. Massimo still tying things up, making it difficult for his man. As Cade comes in. He's going to pick up the cleared puck, rims it around to the near side. This is going to come all the way through to Wolcott. Wolcott having to make a couple of spin moves, try to evade a couple of guys. He's got double team pressure, though. Stars have it. Gets it in front. They fan on the shot. Loose. Pops up high. Kept in by the Stars. Quick shot again. Deflected deep into the corner. They tangle up once again, running into each other back behind the net. The Stars not quite finding their rhythm. Be scary if they do. They're already putting on some good pressure. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, my gosh. Couldn't quite connect on that shot clean, but the right side was open. Mason was coming back left to right, and the glove was in the air. But there was a spot there as they put on some good pressure there quick here with 1 minute and 1 second left to go in this opening half. Shots rating 8 to 10, which I think is in our favor, actually. Uh, do a better job of lining up the scoreboard with what's going on as Kago makes a cut, reverse up the near side, backhands it, gets to Bryce. Bryce can't quite get it out clean, comes from the point, B to D. Now the Stars in the last minute trying to make something happen. Moose out in the front. Good job again by Mason getting in there. But a lot of scary pressure. Now shots reading 9 to 10. So that was another one for the Stars. Very even in this opening half. Score 0 to 0. 43.9 seconds left in this opening half. Again, 9 to 10 on shots in our favor. Face-off comes back, chipped up in a neutral space. Cade chips it forward. Sean's there to put on some pressure into the corner. Stars able to get to it, though. 2-2 battle along the half wall. Stars now coming in with some numbers. That's thrown out wide, but can't stay in the zone. Preston recovers it, goes D to D with Kago. Kago from the near side, chips it up. It's in the skates of Max. He settles it down. Bryce comes in, though, drives it forward. Takes it back behind the net, comes up towards the point. Can't quite keep it in. It's the final 10 seconds of this opening half now. This one stretches up, bumped in by McCabe. Bryce comes in, trying to put on some pressure. Sean's on the half wall. That's where it goes. He's getting hooked and dragged. No call. Northstar is able to chip and clear it. So we will have an ice cut here. I do believe guys will get a bit of a rest, and we will come back. I'm just going to keep the stream going. I won't cancel it or anything, but I'll go on mute, and you guys will be able to see the Zam kind of going back and forth. And then we'll be back, I assume, in roughly 10 minutes or so. We'll be back at it. So I thought they may have some music or something going, which is normally why I would mute it. Um, sometimes the copyright stuff, depending on the music, they will cut off the stream in certain countries based on all that stuff. So anyway, it looked like the video was coming through clean. I was able to find an outlet, which is awesome, to keep the phone plugged in and charged while I do this. I keep setting my roster sheet down in different spots, so I keep looking for it and it's not there. But surprisingly, I was able to follow the people a lot better than I thought I was going to. It is kind of funny. I mean, even after not seeing some of these guys for 4 or 5 years, and they've changed so much, obviously, as teenagers and preteens to teenagers and all that stuff during that time frame. You know, they've all grown like a foot, and, you know, 20 to 30 pounds, sometimes more. They still have just little nuances in the way they skate, the way they move their heads, the way they move their shoulders, just their stance and gait, their stride. Like, it's still distinctly them. Spend enough time with them doing stuff on the ice and off the ice, and just get to learn the kids so well. It's kind of funny though, after all this time, seeing them again and being able to recognize them by some of that. Looks like the 14 new games for the girls out in Minnesota or in Denver. A lot of them have already gone underway. The second round games will be coming in the afternoon for them. I think there's one more from the morning, but looks like Bryn's team won 7-1 over Colorado 14ers. So it's a 12U team that she's on. I think they're all, I think they did it by like graduation year. So they're like the Monarch 31-1 team. The 31 birth year, and then 1 is kind of like their uh, secondary level team. I think there's another team of girls that might have been that age that are like I think they call them the elite or something. I can't remember. Anyway, we're still kind of learning the teams and the structure in the Minnesota area for a lot of different stuff. But man, very one-sided games in that opening round. 7-1, a 6-0, 2-1. That was a good one. 8-2, very one-sided. So seems like there's a couple of teams out there that might not be as competitive as the rest, but you know, you never know. We'll see. But the fact that these guys won a game 7-1 against girls that I'm pretty sure, unless there's other 12-year-olds that are playing, um, I'm pretty sure that they're playing against girls that are 2 years older than them, which is pretty impressive. Anyway, they play again this afternoon at 2:55. That's Mountain Time though. Uh, Trying to watch on live bar, it's a little tricky and tough to see, but we do have that. I think there's live bar here too, to be honest with you, in case you don't want to listen to me or watch me if the feed doesn't work. So pretty sure, yeah, like the live bar camera is like right here. I don't think WSI cuts that stuff off, so it should be up and running. We're on the name is a little weird. It's Iceworks. Actually, I can look on the live bar thing. Iceworks Skating Complex is the name of it in live bar. It's in Aston, Pennsylvania, and there's 4 streams because there's 4 rinks here. We're on rink 3 today. I wonder if they posted any of the details of the game. So they got 3, 3, 3. Oh yeah, they do. Okay. Yeah. All right. Brent's teammate Hayden from the regular season looks like he had the first goal. And then Lydia Pottle had the second goal. Bryn had the third goal. They just marked goals. They're not doing like assists. They don't even have the time. They just have the period. So very loose score sheets over there with play hockey. I'm not sure how that's going to work for WSI too. I thought they kind of did a bare bones score sheet as well, but who knows? And so then Audrey Anderson had one goal for the Colorado 14ers in the second period. And then we scored 4 goals in the third period. Malia Sneen with the first one, I think. Just reading them in order. There's no times here. Carrie Anthony. Oh, with an assist on that one. Malia Sneen. It does have an assist there. all even strength. And then Bryn, it says, has credit for the third and fourth goal. So Bryn potentially having a hat trick with an assist from Hayden on the last one. So Hayden with a couple of points, former teammate, playing 12UB girls on White Bear. Hayden, also a very strong player. And it's like Corinne Whitlander had the assist on the first goal with Hayden too. So any penalties? None reported on the sheets, but so wow, yeah, 7-1. Opening game, very dominant. Potentially, if the score sheet's right too, a hat trick for Bryn, which is pretty exciting. Well, hopefully the picture's clear enough that you guys can read numbers and all that kind of stuff. Um, it's always hard on a phone if you're watching on a phone, but a lot of times the iPad or if you're casting to a TV or since it's on YouTube, if you use the YouTube app on whatever device you're on, Apple TV or a Roku or a smart TV or whatever it is, usually big enough that you can kind of see the players. That's always the hardest thing, like with live barn and some of the live stream feeds, is actually being able to see the numbers of the players. But you guys, unless you're looking at a roster feed or the app or something, you don't know the numbers here anyway. Um, the if you search on Google WSI Philly play hockey, uh, the tournament details come up on the play hockey website where you can track schedules and you're supposed to have stats and all the rosters are there for all the teams, so you can see a lot of that stuff. Um, Lost my train of thought on that. Oh yeah, and so on the rosters you can see all the numbers of the players as well. So I might rewrite this in terms of the lines, but I started to figure out who was who. Uh, Messed up Cade a couple of times though, confusing him with Mawson now and Preston. I got it completely wrong, but uh, Cade's a new one for me. Hadn't seen him before. Again, he's not part of the historical group here in this reunion team, but uh, very welcome addition and a teammate of some of the guys. As I believe uh, Cade is deep in Sioux Falls that came to town. Jackson's team at Northstar Pitching Academy, I think they're picking up a player from that 15U team. Northstar had a 16U team, mixed both here. Whatever. And we played Sioux Falls a lot, but we always played their 16U team. Makes sense. But yeah, so like one of the 2010, I think deep in Sioux Falls is going to Northstar, and actually a big guy. He's like 6'3", I think, and like 175 pounds or something. A big kid. Um, anyway, that's not good. So um, yeah, so it's Cade, Colin, Bryce, and Sean, right? They all played together. But Bryce, Colin, and Sean were all junior Hurricanes, not were, but are junior Hurricanes alumni. A lot of these guys, too, I'm trying to think, I mean, this went all the way back to Super Eights, Nico and Bryce and Jax and Massimo as Carolina Eagles. I think Walker was with us. Mason was there. Um, I can't remember Kago. I think Kago joined as a junior team. Maxim joined as a junior team. I'm trying to remember Silas. Silas might have been a junior team or not. Carolina Eagles. I think it was 2020 we merged. Hurricanes and Carolina Eagles merged to become officially the Carolina Junior Hurricanes collectively. Um, but it was still kind of one family under Jocelyn. He just did such a good job with all these kids. Um, and a lot of fun too. That was one of the best things about it. Like you hear all these nightmare stories, if you will, sometimes about just drama and things on teams, and um, we just didn't have that. Families were just great hanging out, just lots of laughing, and that's what it feels like now. Everybody's just you know so fun and polite and welcoming, and it was awesome. It was a really really special group of these 2010 birth year kids, and the things that Gotham was able to do with them, and I was grateful enough to, or fortunate and blessed enough to participate with them when they were younger. So on the ice for a couple of years, and then doing the off ice stuff, and a couple of different coaches along the way that were in there. But Dawson has with him Adam Mandeville and Tony McCabe on the bench, helping out. And those guys were a core group together for a couple of years where they had a lot of success, a couple of on a national trip where we were together. So yeah, um, it's really cool. We were all talking about it just last night. We're actually back at a hotel that we were at. I think we played a one hockey tournament there. They might have. I think they were sports. I think it was like 9U going into 10U, like at the end of the year. I mean, they were young. It was just after the merger. We were officially the junior queens, but they did. So we're at the same place, which is kind of fun. Uh, We were trying to remember when we were there last, but we couldn't. Anyway, that's here and we're there. We're getting back underway. As Jonathan Wollicott comes out to take the face off, wins it back clean. Gets it over to Nico, chips it up to Jonathan. Jonathan, little toe drag shot. Rubbed down by the goalie. Which I think they switched goalies. I don't remember all the yellow pads on that goalie, but can't remember if they did or not. Mason's in net for us still. Elected probably just stay in for the games. I think he's switched goalies. I'm not entirely sure, actually. Can't remember. I'll have to go back and look. This one runs all the way down on some wet, fresh ice here. Still a couple of spots that look sticky, although that slid down clean. I think the center looks a little bit wet still. Mm. All right, this one comes all the way down. That's the zone face off here. So won by the Stars coming out. So I thought a lot of these Stars guys were Midwest, Michigan and stuff up there for some reason. But all these yellow helmets, I think those are all Penn's elite guys. So who knows? They do recruit from all over the place. Though Stars able to move the puck around a little bit here, settling things down from the half wall now from the point. Goes through, nice block. Great job by Cullen stepping up to block that one. This one comes back down low. Those Stars have it from the far side dot. Hard shot. Wide right. Backhand chip comes up. Doesn't clear. Stars making a couple of spin moves. They chip it back down low. Take it back behind the net. Reverse it. Down the center one. That's broken up by Wollicott. He bounces it up off the wall. Hits the ref. And then Wollicott pins his man into the ref inside the boards as well. That was a good opportunity there. Massimo gets this one up to Nico. Nico gets it to Bryce. Bryce backhand skips it. Max tries to glove it down. Ooh, high stick up there. No call. Sean's looking for one. He deserved it too. They tangled up and stick definitely crossed his face. Sean chips all the way down. Sean putting on some wheels. There's that sticky puck though. Goalie's able to get to it. Oh, good chance here. So a bad clear by the goalie on the sticky puck allowed us to stop it from chipping up off the glass and clearing the zone. And we get a shot out of it, but can't find the back of the net just yet. In fact, nobody has. Score 0-0 here as we start this second half. Again, 2 20-minute halves is how they're going to be playing it. Langlois drops it down low. Sean from back behind the net, trying to center one, looking for Max. It's broken up. Bryce has it, chips it up towards the point. Massimo, hard, back in, rims around. Max is going to try to get there. He does, reverses it back down. Sean has it. Centers one. That's broken up. Stars coming back out. They got some numbers. It's a 3-2. Got Max on the back check here. They throw it towards the net, but Mason's ready and he blows it down. Stars winning his face off, trying to tip it forward. Can't quite do it. Cade pokes at it. Comes up towards Walker. Walker gets it out into neutral space. Thrown right back in, though. Mason's going to settle it down. Throws it around. Comes over to the far side wall. Lawson in his skates. Can't quite clear it clean. Now it comes out. Silas gets it over to Cade. Cade throws it towards the net. Good poke by the goalie, though. Chips it into the corner before we can tip on that one. Good job by Walker. Stops that offensive rush from coming out. They get tangled up. No calls. They battle for it on the far side boards. Drives down into the corner. Silas comes in to help. Loose puck, though, picked up by Northstar. Northstar's chipping it through. Broken up. Comes back out. Walker's going to get there. Stands on it. Recovers. Goes it in front. They're tangled up. Can't quite come out with it. Stars now coming back the other way. They just barely stay on sides. They try to rip a shot through too much traffic. Massimo's there. Oh, hand is up. Delayed penalty coming for your Carolina Eagles. Mason coming off the bench or coming off the net. Silas got to get there. Can't quite do it. Couldn't hang on to the pass. So we lose the extra man advantage there on the delayed, but we're going to get right back out here now and see what we can do. All right, Irvine's out here with Wollicott and Kolstad. It looks like we're going to have Cade and Nico come in and take care of the defense. Face off, though, one by the Stars, tipped around. Again, sticky puck, doesn't quite get out. Battery just fanned on it. Should be dry by now. Kept in at the point with a body, but we take it back out to make something clean happen. Irvine with the puck, backhands it up, gets by everybody, though. Stars have it, take it into their own end, just settling it down. Now they're going to sauce one all the way up. Nico's there, he reads it, he's ready with it. He draws some people back, cuts up over to the far side. Sauces one over. It's behind everybody. Wollicott picks it up, though, throws it into the far side corner. Colin's going to get there. He gets pinned. Wollicott comes in to help. Irvine from the half wall chips it up high. Now we settle it down. Cade walks the line. Throws it out wide for Nico. Nico back up to Cade. Cade shot, tips, deflects up into the netting. Our guys go out for a change, as do theirs. So we get a complete reset here. We got 1:11 left to go on the one-man advantage here. 15:35 in the game. Shots are 14-11 in our favor. Face-off win, nice and clean by the Eagles. Throws it towards the net. It's loose. Oh, goodness, it's right there. Defensive stick covered it up, though. Couldn't quite get it. Preston now gets it over to Bryce. Bryce looking to chip one through that deflects into the corner. Kago's there, makes a couple of moves, hangs onto it, throws it in front. Max now with the puck. Out to Kago. Kago's got to navigate the ref. Kago settles it down. Drops it for Bryce. Bryce from the point. Over to Sean. Sean making a move. Walks in. Shot. It's blocked, but we recover it. Sean now trying to cycle this one around. It's broken up. Going to pop into neutral space. Good angling by Sean. Stops them from coming through. Comes away with the puck as well. Cuts through, loses it, and then we're off sides. We have to tag up. Preston wisely hangs onto it. Finds Cabe, or Max McCabe over on the far side. He throws it towards the net. Goes over to the far side wall. 3, 2, 1. We're back to even strength. We're still trying to set some stuff up here. All right, the actual attacker is able to break that one out now. In the neutral space, they have some numbers. They throw it into the middle. This is dangerous. But to the right side, it goes just a little wide right. This one cycles back down. Matt's going to get there from the half wall. They're still scrambling. Kago picks it up, takes it back behind the net, and gets pressured off. Going up high. Walker's there. Gets it over to Silas. Silas and Walker looking to make something happen. Silas takes the pass, cuts through, gets by. Tries to cut it back. Does. Keeps possession. Throws it up to Cade. Cade walks. One-timer from the far side. Nico. The shot gets deflected. Rims around back to the near side. Cade's going to keep it in at the point. Chops at it. Does it again. Silas comes in. Buries his man. Cade picks up the loose change. He got it through the middle. Hard shot. Pad save on the right by the goalie. Silas picks it up on the near side. They come in and try to hit him. He evades that, but the Stars coming out with the puck. They can't get through very clean, and now the Eagles go into the box for a hook. I think Nico might be heading to the box for two on a hooking call. And now, just like that, we got to kill one off for 2 minutes. And it's our second penalty of the game, one penalty apiece. Both coming in the second half here. Don't believe there was any penalties in the first half, so it looks like Preston is out there with that's Cullen. And we got Wollicott out there and Massimo. Wollicott tipping it up. Cullen got some speed. Can he get in there? He slashes at it. No call. Oop, almost lost the camera stand there. A good opportunity. Just a little bit out of the reach. As they stretch one up, Stars now enter into the zone. They settle things down. Preston breaks it up, but the puck gets deep. Back from the corner, thrown up towards the point. Their man walks, finds the guy out wide. It's off the mark. They scramble, chip it back down deep. Massimo separates it, chips it up towards the half wall. Poland's going to get there. Takes a body for it. Massimo comes in, clears the puck. Stars coming in with speed, forced out wide, looking the center one. That's broken up. It's loose. Comes over to the far side. D up high, back down into the corner. Stars not able to really put anything together here just yet, but loose puck up to the far side point. Now they can settle it down. They do. They take a D up high, thrown back into the corner. Massimo's going to get there. He disrupts it. Chips over. Ref once again getting in the way. Poor guy can't get out of the way of the puck. From the far side, walk, top of the circle, shot, deflected up into the rafters, and we get a whistle. 42 seconds left to go on this kill. We get some fresh bodies out there. But Max and Bryce will handle part of this with Cade and Kago. Face off. Goes back in the corner. They try to chip it and clear it out. Can't. It's a scramble along the wall now. And now we get to it. We're able to clear it. It's gloved down, though, before it gets too deep. Stars moving the puck around. They enter into the zone. Not before Kago pins his man. Chips at it. Can't quite clear it. And scramble for it. Bryce is there. Tangles him up. Can't quite clear it, though. Again, it's loose down in front. Good hustle by Cade there. Gets a poke at it and hits his man into the wall. And then Bryce able to go corner to corner with it. Their goalie settles it down. 5 seconds left to go in the extra attacker for the Stars. And now we're back to even strength. One's chipping around a little bit, thrown out by Irvine. Stars, D now, come up with it. Diego disrupts that, gets it over to Cade. Cade trying to chip it up. Wollicott has it. He settles it down, throws it out wide. Sorry, that wasn't Wollicott. That was Sean had it. And he got it over to Wollicott, but Stars able to get possession back, throw it in deep. Mothmore's there. He's going to rim it around to the far side. Stars are there. They make a move, drive it in deep. And comes over to the near side boards. Massimo again. He goes back out there, covering the slot area. Huge hit right down front. Wolcott gets lifted up off his feet. Salmon now with the puck. Drops it for Ergs. Ergs from the bottom of the circle. Centers one, looking for Sean. Can't quite connect. Good opportunity to Urge putting on some bodies, but Stars able to dump the puck. Couldn't quite clear it though. Lost it now, throwing it down the front. Good defensive stick. Stopped Urge from getting that one towards the net. This one rims up towards the point again. Stars recover it. Come out pretty clean. And they get poked off. Good job by Preston. Lost it now, making some moves back behind the net. Stars able to get to it. They chip it up high. Irv is there. Tangles his man up. Lawson skating up. Throws it in, opposite corner, gets it deep. Goes in on his own forecheck. Gets rewarded for the hustle. Walker comes in, chops at it. Silas, oh, good opportunity. Loose in front. Comes up high. Preston's got to settle it down. He's got Kago with him. Kago up to the corner, finds Walker. Walker hangs on to it, trying to quarterback something, tips it through. Loose. Yeah! So a hard-working goal, and Walker breaks the ice with the first goal of the 2026 World Selects Invitational for your Carolina Eagles. Some good hard work right there. I think it was a little back and forth with Lawson and Walker on that one. Everybody in the mix, though, supporting. Great to see. Good team effort goal on that one. Strong line work. All right, Kago going to pick it up in our own end. Picked it back behind the net. Cuts. Goes up to Walker. He picks it up at the hashes. Ships it up high. It bounces around. I missed the announcement there. I think they just called the goal for Walker. I'm not sure if they got an assist. I'll check that out later. Again, play hockey's not the greatest with the game sheets and stats. I don't know if WSI is any different, but you guys can check that out on the website, or Play Hockey actually has an app and get some stuff there. All right. Sean's out here with Bryce and Max. Cade and Nico have things covered on the defense. Nico from the point, throws it towards the net. Glove down by the goalie. Shots 11 to 21 in our favor. So the Carolina Eagles had a pretty good second half here. As the shot differential is working out in our favor. Power play didn't work out so great for either team, but we looked a little bit more structured. Nico working hard down in the corner. Bryce is with him. The 3-2 battle, though, for the Stars with the player advantage. They're able to chip it up. Can't quite get rid of it clean. If Sean has it, looking to center one for Bryce. Stars throw it away. Looking for a kind of a no-look pass. Good hustle, though. Again, they run into each other, and they're just a little off the mark with their timing. All right, Bryce now coming away with a loose puck on a scramble. Chops it in. Cade, Bryce, loose up in the slot. Sean, spinorama, wide right. Bryce drops it up. Max has it. Going to get it up to Cade. Cade, it's in his feet. Chips it back down to Max. Max, shot, deflects, wide right. Comes all the way around. Preston's going to get to it. Settles it down. Preston from center ice. He's going to take a lane. Oh, loses the puck. Recovers it. Tries to chip it through. Can't. Sean looking for it. Finds the left side on a snipe low. I'm not sure he was even looking for the net. Just trying to get it in deep, but throw things towards the net. Good things happen. And he hits piping in on the left side. And the Carolina Eagles go up 2-0 over the Northstar Elite with 7:25 left to go in the game. Oh, the Carolina Eagles starting to put some things together here. Wollicott taking that face off. It chips back deep. Preston's going to get to it. He's got Massimo with him. That's where it goes, back behind the net. Massimo chips it up. Bump pass from Irv. Gets it to Wollicott. Over to Colin. Colin drops it. Preston trying to take a shot. Blocked. Irvine center and one. Nobody home. Comes all the way clean through. Wollicott gets at it. Gets poked off. Colin chips it back up. Wollicott now. Throws it back in. Comes off the dasher. It's loose. A couple of bodies move around. Stars able to come through. They don't have any numbers. Oh, they find a slot and get one on the top right. I didn't see where that guy even came from. The one man drew four players with him and totally forgot about the high slot. So that's how that one played out. Too many guys tracking the one puck carrier and not covering the open space. All right, let's get this one back now. It's 6:42. We got plenty of hockey here. Kago, giving this over to Cade. Cade making some moves, cutting around, takes this one in, chips it in deep. Stars settling things down, broken up by Walker. Walker's going to come in, work some forecheck. Hustles, pins his man. Silas comes in to help, chips up to the near side half wall. Lawson breaks it up. Silas chips it back in deep. Walker's going to get there, pins it towards the boards. This one does pop out. Silas is going to take it to Kago. Kago fakes the pass, loses the puck. Still working some pressure. And bouncing puck comes around. It's a one-on-one down in front. And that one is chipped out a little bit too high by Mace. He was almost hit his parents with that one. It was kind of fun. Nice flat sauce clear, though. A little bit too high. All right, Bryce at the faceoff circle. This one chips up high. Pops it. No, that definitely came out. And get tangled up at the far side. Kago gloves it down. Oh, it's loose in front. Good save by Mason. Secondary shot, wide left. Stars putting on some pressure. They fan on the one-timer. Gives us a chance here. Sean coming through his speed. Gets it up to Bryce. Bryce feathers one. Oh, just barely broken up, though. Good hand-eye coordination by the Stars. But we recover. Center one that goes clean far to the wall on the far side there. Rim back in by Cade. Comes over to the near side corner. Kago with a shot. Batted down by Max. Stars coming out. He's not carrying a lot of speed. He gets pinned down. Cade's there. Able to center it, but Kago breaks it up. Cade chipping it up off the glass. Glove down by Max. Max trying to make some moves. Guys going out for a change. Bryce has it. Gets angled off the puck. Stars have it now. They stretch one into the middle that goes through clean. They're going to call it a tip. It touched nothing. Irvine's going to pick, or sorry, that's Massimo's going to pick it up. He gets poked off. Stars coming the other way. Mason, good save. He rims around looking for a wrap shot. Finally get control of the rebound. Chip it back up into neutral space. Can't quite get it out clean, and they come in off sides. Hopefully I'm following the play okay here. I'm watching the ice and not the camera. 4:15 left to go in the game. We're up 2-1. Shots 23-16, though, in our favor. Starts creeping back a little bit. As Wolcott getting ready to take this face off. Irvine's on the left side. Calling in his man, chopping a little bit at the face-off circle. This one pops through clean. Preston's going to get to it. Preston's got Kago with him. Kago now from the far side. Goes up into the middle. Wolcott makes a move, gets around. Irvine's up at the blue line. He stays up high. Wolcott comes in deep. Backhands towards the net. Rebounds there. Stars able to come out, though, on the recovery. That's broken up by Cullen. Kago gets there, angles his man. Picks up the puck. Jacks backhands it up for Preston. It goes off his stick. Stars able to chip it back in deep. Mason's going to sit. Well, nope. Thought he was going to settle it down. It rolled by his stick. Kago gets it back over to Cullen. Kago. Preston. Preston trying to get one to That's broken up. Dangerous into the middle. Kago reads it well. Gets a stick at it. Good poke. Mason able to get that one cut it up. And we get a whistle. 3:22 left to go. We'll get some fresh bodies out here on both sides, and we'll have a defensive zone face-off. So the Stars starting to put on some of their own pressure here in a short time. I think they're feeling the urgency of trying to come away with a first-round win. That's broken up. Good job. Walker gets this one up to Lawson. It's loose right in front. Walker almost getting another one. Well, hacking around at it. Lawson's working for it. Tries the center one. That's broken up. Stars now coming out. They clear the zone. Cade's going to get there. He's got Nico with him. Cade able to throw this one deep. And that one ices. And that's an okay clear, but it will come all the way back down. And so chips up high. Stars walking in from the point, trying to make a couple of moves, lose the puck. Put it back down low, though. That's broken up. Comes back into neutral space, D to D. Stars hit it, rim it all the way around. Mason breaks up the speed. Cade's going to pick it up. It's to the half wall that bounces around us, kept in by the Stars. They make some moves, chip it up off the glass, rims around to the far side. From the half wall, Lawson's going to get it. It's tangled up in his skates. Pops up high, pokes out. Lawson and Silas. Silas comes away with it, chips it around. Stars are able to get to it. 2 minutes in this game. Stars hang on to it, looking to make some moves. We'll throw it towards the net. Goes out to the right side, settled down by Nace. Nace, it's to Preston. Preston trying to clear it, can't quite. Dangerous in front. That is not good. So unable to clear the puck. A little bit of a scramble. Two guys were able to stay down low behind our defense, and they get rewarded. So we're at a tie game here with 1:51 left to go. We're at 19 shots for the Stars, 25 for the Eagles. All right, let's recover. Let's get this one back. Bryce with this face-off. It drives forward. Stars have it. They throw it in deep. Mason bounces over his stick as he tries to settle it down. Comes into the corner. Bryce is there. Tries to get it to Preston. Sean's going to pick it up. He takes it, cut, reverses around. We try to clear. Doesn't come out clean. Kago, he gets on his horse. He starts moving around. He drops it for Bryce. Bryce from the middle. Hard shot. All right. Good bounce off the glass. Comes back towards the middle. But Stars are able to get to it. Eagles able to settle it down. Comes back, shot, bounces over to the far side. Going back in low by Kago. Bryce is going to get there. Angles his man off the puck. Throws it back up to Kago. Kago from the far side towards the net. Sean puts a body on. Kago pokes at it, but Stars able to cover it. Bowling puck. They settle it down. They drive him through. They get through a couple of guys. Hand is up. Uh-oh. Now, with just a few seconds left to go, under a minute, it looks like we are going to have to go to the box. So we have a holding call on who? It looks like Bryce will go into the box for holding with 45.2 seconds left in the game now. We will have to finish this one on the kill. Let's try to get a shorty here. Coach taking a timeout, I think, or I'm not sure who took the timeout. I'm pretty sure looked like he was ready first, but maybe just anticipated it. It's I hate messing with the camera view, but let's try to bring you a little closer to the action for now. All right, 45.2 left, 2-2. We got to kill this one off. This one comes back clean to the Stars. Stars walking top of the circle. He's got room to the left side. Good save. Kicks out to the near side. Can't quite clear it. Cagle gloves it down, though. He's able to chip it up, gets it deep. Then comes back down. Stars goalie settles it. They take it back behind the net. That's broken up. Chipped in. Max is there. Backhands it. There you go. Getting a little tangled up with the goalie there. Stars, though, able to chip the puck, stretch one through. They bobble it through. Mason chips it up. That's broken out. See, Maxim gets there. He gets poked off of it, though, able to recover. Gets it back, and we finish this one tied 2-2. I do not know what will happen next. Stay tuned. So they are staying out here. So they will figure out somebody's coming away with a win here today. It doesn't look like we'll be tying anything in the round robin play. What I don't know, since it's the end of regulation, a set penalty will carry over into the overtime. It has not cleared off the board, so I would assume that it would. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see here. Puck's at center ice. And it looks like we're going right into a shootout. So during our shootout uh, end of practice game, Wolcott made some fancy moves. He will be the first to skate and shoot. Made some moves, but couldn't find the back of the net. Quick hands. And now the Stars coming back. You're welcome, Val. Hopefully I get to cheer with some excitement as we hold this one down. Stars now in their first shootout. Makes a move, finds the top left corner. Stars up 1-0 now in the shootout. Not sure how many rounds it is. I'm assuming just 3, but we shall see. Looks like Sean's going to come out now. Makes some moves. Can't find the net, though. And a forehand, backhand slip. Is able to find the back of the net. And that will do it. So the Eagles putting on a lot of pressure there, but right towards the end, unable to finish it off. And so sadly, we fall in our opening game with a shootout loss after a 2-2 tie. And we'll be back tonight at, I'd say like 8 something. It's like 8:15. It's a little bit of a later game here tonight, spread out by a bit. The guys did not get to do the combine testing earlier. There's just so many people looking to go, and the game was coming up. They weren't going to have enough time to get to it and do it. So I think they'll be having to come back and do that this afternoon. It might come in just a little bit earlier for the 8 o'clock game. We'll see. Oh, that's awesome. Walker and Jax have taken a knee here at center ice together. Right down here in that hodgepodge of space way down in the end where all the players are walking out. And you see all the white shirts there. That was all full of combine testing players. They had their combine shirts on like that, the t-shirts. It was a line from there all the way to like back there, 7 or 8 people wide. So there was just no way they were going to get it done. So Cade and Drew having a chit chat with one of the refs. I didn't know him and what the deal was, but anyway, there you go. 2-2 with 27 shots to 20 shots in the regular play, 2 halves of 20 minutes each. Sadly, the Carolina Eagles falling to the Northstar Elite Hockey Club white in a 2-0 shootout loss. So we'll be back tonight. I'll get that scheduled up. I'll be streaming all the games if you want to watch. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.